hexadentate ligand, so it can forms max to max 6 sigma bonds here. And suppose a central atom has only 5 valencies, then it will be forming only 5, the other valencies will be left out. So it can show 5 or 6, or if the central atom has 4 valencies, then it will only form 4 bonds, and the other two sigma bonds of the EDTA will be left out. So you can see the EDTA can show a variable number of denticities here. So it is also, so these type of ligands are known as the flexidentate ligand. Okay, flexidentate ligand means a variable denticity. Examples are EDTA. Examples are EDTA. This complex is EDTA. This is remember this. This is a very important complex. EDTA. EDTA shows 4, 5, or 6 valencies. 4, 5, or 6, depending upon the complex, depending upon the central atom. And the SO4 minus 2, it can show 1 or 2, depending upon the complex. Okay, so let's note it down. I will be clearing the board after a while. Okay, flexidentate ligand is done. Probably the last one here in the sequence of ligands, type of ligand, that is the ambidentate ligand. Okay, so let me write the 8th type. Probably 8th type is known as ambidentate ligand. So what is an ambidentate ligand? An ambidentate ligand shows an ambidentate ligand is such type of ligand that can donate its electron from more than one center in its molecule. Suppose I am taking an example to make you understand that. Let me take CN. This CN this CN ligand can donate its electron through C or through N. The carbon atom also can donate electron, and the nitrogen atom also can donate electron. So it is known as ambidentate ligand. Okay, so here you can write different donor atom in single ligand. Different donor atom in single ligand. Okay, so let me write the examples. The examples are very famous. You will have to just remember the examples. Do not rectify it, but if someone gives the examples, it should become in your mind. Okay, instantaneously. I have explained this. The second type is, this is first. The second is here is OCN 2 type. OCN through O, the bond is formed through O, and the second type is NCO, the bond is formed through N. Okay, the third example is SCN 2 type of donor, SCN through sulfur, or NCS through nitrogen, and here it is sulfur. Okay, write down these examples. And the ninth point in this ninth point in this topic is chelation. Okay, this is very important. So what is chelation? Chelation is a polydentate ligand which forms a ring-like structure with the central atom. This phenomena is known as chelation. First I will write the definition, then I will be taking an example, and subsequently it will be clear to you what I am trying to say. Okay, so if a polydentate ligand, if a polydentate ligand is present, it can form chillet ring. The ring which is formed by the ligand with the central atom is known as chillet ring. Chillet ring. This phenomena is known as chelation, and surprisingly, this chelation, that is mean the ring formation with the central atom by the ligand, increases the stability of the complex in maximum cases. Okay, when I write in maximum cases chelation increases the stability, that means there must be some exception which we will be dealing in the last portion of our chapter. For now, just remember this, that the chelation increases the stability of the complex in maximum cases. Okay, so let me take an example. That is, let's say here is a metal, and this is En. What's En? What is En? Yes, this is ethylene diamine, and it is a symmetrical ligand, and it is a bidentate ligand. Remember, okay? So you will have to remember like this. Just I am telling you, just like this. So En, first bond 1 2 1 2. So this you are seeing this ring like structure, just like organic chemistry. This is a chelate compound. Okay, this is a chelate compound, and this phenomena is known as chelation. Chelation is taking place here. Okay, and you must be wondering what's the exam point of view of this chelation. The exam point of view is that let's in examination you have given two types of compounds. Let's say the first is FeCl6 minus 3, and the second is FeN3 plus 3. Here the oxygen state of Fe is plus 3, here also it is plus 3. Okay, so you have asked stability, this is 1, this is 2. You have asked the stability in examination. So what will be the answer? The stability of the second compound is greater than the first compound, because the second compound forms the chelate ring. So you must remember what is chelate ring for giving out this data, this stability data of these two compounds, to compare the stability of these two compounds. This is the importance of chelation in the exam point of view. We will also discuss this in the last portion in details. Primarily just remember this. Okay, so take a screenshot or take notes. I will rub this. Okay, so I am rubbing this. I'm rubbing this. So the 10th point in this ligand factor is the 10th point here is coordination polyhedron. Here in this point mainly we will learn if the coordination number of certain central atom is something, what will be the shape or size or the hybridization of this central atom. In this coordination polyhedron, we will be learning this. Okay, so let's start. It is also a very important thing I am discussing here. Okay, so if the first case, in the first case the coordination number is 2. If the coordination number is 2, then the hybridization here will be sp and the bond angle will be 180 degree and the structure will be just looking like this: metal, ligand. Okay, and the second point, if the coordination number is 3, then the hybridization is sp2. I have forgotten to write the shape. The shape is here linear. Here the bond angle is 120 degree. I am just revising you the chemical bonding here, nothing else. So metal, ligand, it is trigonal planar structure here. Okay, and the third type is coordination number 4. Okay, coordination number 4 means hybridization is sp3 or dsp2. Here is the plot twist. If the hybridization is sp3, okay, so let me take dsp2 here. If the hybridization is sp3, it is the shape is tetrahedral, bond angle 109 degree to 8 minute. Okay, and it is a dsp2, then it is known as square planar. Here square planar means bond angle is 90 degree. Okay, and tetrahedral, you know that this is metal, this is ligand 1, 2, 3 and ligand 4. The bond angle is 109 degree to 8 minute. And the square planar, you know, metal in the center, ligand 1 is dsp2, ligand ligand. Okay, this is square planar. And the fifth point here is, if the coordination gets into 5, two types of possibilities are there. One is sp3d and one is dsp3. No, sp3d. Okay, sp3d is here is tbp. You have learned tbp in the chemical bonding. tbp is trigonal bipyramidal. The shape looks like this the metal, and the ligands are from 6 corner, trigonal bipyramidal. And another is dsp3, and it is dsp3, it is known as square pyramidal. Thus you know the square pyramidal shape also. The square pyramidal shape is 1 2 3 4. This is metal, and the 4 corners are ligands, and the square pyramidal are 5. Another ligand is above the plane. These 4 ligands are in the plane, and this ligand is above the plane. Okay, so questions can be asked, how many of these ligands are in the plane? You will have to answer 4. 4 are in the plane and 1 is above the plane. Okay, so it is dsp3. And the most important type of coordination number, this is number 4 point, and this is number 5 point. Coordination number when pops out to be 6, so it is sp3d2. sp3d2 is octahedral. sp3d2 is octahedral, and the shape here is, I am rubbing the square pyramidal shape here. Octahedral, the shape is like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6. Metal in the center, and the 1 2 3 4 4 ligands are in the plane, and 1 ligand is above the plane and 1 ligand is below the plane. We are understanding what this picture says. This is octahedral, and it is, if it is d2sp3, then also it is octahedral. Then the shape also is the same. This sp3d2 and d2sp3 both are octahedral, and the shapes are same also. Okay, so note down this. I will be discussing the next part very soon. Okay, so we are done in this topic. We have done the coordination polyhedron full. We will discuss the subsequent part shortly. Let me rub the board. Coordination compound. The next part here comes. Okay, so here the main game begins. This is the naming of the compound. So it is, the topic is here naming of coordination compound. Okay, so at first point, A, in A we will be learning about the naming of the rules of naming of central atom. Okay, central atom. Okay, so if the coordinate, so rule number 1, so let me take point wise. Rule number 1, if coordination sphere is positive or neutral, then there will be no change in the name of central atom. Okay, in the next point, if the coordination sphere is negatively charged, then the name of the central atom will be ending with ATE or 8. ATE8, ferrate, cuprate, cobaltate, vandate, chromate, manganate, like this. Okay, so let me take 2 examples to make you understand these 2 points. The first example I will be taking, that is NiCO whole 4. The CO is carbonyl. Okay, this is not cobalt, this is carbon and oxygen. This is not CO cobalt, it is carbon, it is not cobalt, it is carbon and oxygen, nickel carbonyl complex. Okay, so the charge outside the sphere is 0, and what I have written, if the charge outside the sphere is positive or neutral, there will be no change in the name of the metal. So in the naming of this metal, it will be named as nickel, NiCKLe, nickel. Okay, and the next example I will be taking NiH2O whole 6 plus 2. The coordination sphere, it is the whole thing here is the coordination sphere, and it is positively charged, and if positively charged or neutral, then it will also be nickel, same name, nickel, nickel, nickel. Okay, and the third example here is I will be taking NiCl6 minus 3. Okay, so here the coordination sphere is negatively charged, minus 3, and if negatively charged, what I have written, the metal atom will be ending with ATE. So here it is nickel, what it will become, it will become nickelate. Okay, so NiCKLATE, nickelate. Okay, so note this down, I will be rubbing this soon. Okay, so we have learned the rules of naming the central atom. Okay, naming the central atom. Let's make the practice of naming of the central atom. I will be taking some names from my practice sheet, from my own practice sheet. Let's have a look. First is scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, ferrous, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, and let's take silver, gold, tungsten, and tin. Okay, so let's practice something. So here the coordination sphere, charge, and here it is also coordination sphere charge, and it is also coordination sphere charge. Okay, and it is suppose positive or 0 and it is negative, and here you can take the same positive or 0 coordination sphere charge. This is coordination sphere charge. Write down above your sheet. Here is not sufficient space, so I am rubbing the coordination sphere, writing positive 0, negative, positive or 0, and the another type is negative. Okay, so let's name this. Okay, this is scandium, positive or 0 in the coordination sphere, so no modification in name. It will be scandium. Negative charge in the coordination sphere, it will be scandate. Titanium, this is titanium, it is titanate. This is vanadium, this is vanadate. This is chromium, this is chromate, this is chromate. This is manganese, this is manganate, NaT. This is manganate. Okay, this is iron, and here comes the exception. Iron, here it is positive or 0 charge, iron in the coordination sphere, and if the coordination sphere has negative charge, it will be ferrate, 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 ends with ATE. It is cobalt, similarly cobaltate, it is nickel, nickelate, copper, cuprate, zinc, zincate, it is silver, it is, and if it is negatively charged, the coordinates, if the coordinates pair is negatively charged, then it will be argentate, and if it is gold, and this is aurate. Gold, if negatively charged coordination pair is AuRr, aurate, and it is tungsten. Tungstenate, and it is tin, and here tin will be, here tin if negative or zero charge, if positive or zero charge, and if negatively charged it is stannate. Okay, note down this, very important, practice this. Okay, you will be evolving how to name a coordination compound. Take a screenshot or note down this.